5 Unusual People in the World, Part 104. Hello everyone, I'm Keisha, and have a great day. Many people have rare conditions at birth. Some are inherited from birth, while some have it through life. I have found some amazing people to tell you about today. You may have known them before, but we all agree that they deserve more attention. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 5. Li Zibing. Li Zibing was born in 1952 in Hubei Province, China, with an unusual horn on his neck. He first saw it in 1980. Since then, the horn has grown at an alarming rate, so Li's friends actually helped him saw it off twice, but it kept growing back. The time when the horn grew to its longest was up to 6 inches. The horn doesn't pose much inconvenience, except when he washes his hair or gets dressed. Of course, the shocking appearance is also a great pain. It looks quite similar to a block of wood, which strangely grows from a human body. He once sought out a local healer for treatment with herbs picked from the neighboring forest. However, that method not only did not stop the growth of the horn, but on the contrary, the horn grew longer. So far, there's no document that clearly explains the phenomenon of horns on the human body. However, radiation exposure can be one of the causes of horn growth. Reportedly, the horn on Mr. Li's neck can be surgically removed. Having a monstrous cancer can cause a lot of trouble for patients, even death. The next man was fortunate to have been saved when his life was in danger. Number 4. Milton Wingard. Milton Wingard was born in 1938 in New Jersey, US. There was a huge tumor in his neck that made his appearance look pathetic. Doctors said that the only option was surgery to get rid of this huge tumor if he wanted to live. Wingard was diagnosed with pleural sarcoma, a soft tissue cancer that can develop in blood vessels as well as deep skin, fatty tissue, muscle, or nerve tissue, which is known to grow rapidly in any location on the body. Milton was afraid to leave the house because he could no longer cover the large tumor on his neck. Many people would point at him and gossip, which is something no one wants. Milton also said that some doctors refused to operate on him, concerning that removing the tumor could affect his arteries. In the end, a doctor followed his case and operated on him. The interventionist is Nazar Khan and is a surgeon at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City, USA. On November 5th, the 7-hour surgery to remove Wingard's tumor was successful. This cancerous mass is about 9 inches in diameter and weighs about 6.6 pounds. In 2016, Heather and her husband, Riley, were excited to learn they were having a baby. However, things quickly took a turn for the worse when they went to the doctor for their first ultrasound. The doctor said that they did not have one child, but 2, but they were conjoined at the head. Number 3. Erin and Abby Delaney. Erin and Abby Delaney, 2 girls, were born on July 24, 2016, at Children's Hospital, Philadelphia, 10 weeks earlier than normal babies. The twins are conjoined at the top of the skull, which are the rarest form, occurring in 10 to 20 cases out of every million births in the US, called craniopagus. About 33% of twins like this will die after birth, often due to organ failure or abnormalities. Even so, 25% may survive and may even be separated, depending on where the skull is conjoined. For Heather, it was the scariest moment of her life. After a month of planning, a team of 30 surgeons, nurses, and staff separated the twins on June 7, 2017, when they were 11 months old. This is one of the earliest separations of craniopagus-type conjoined twins. A lot of times, one of the twins conjoined in this way died during surgery. In this case, however, both babies survived. Both were put into a medical coma for a week after the surgery to help their brains recover from separation. Erin recovered faster, and Abby was released from her coma that same day, just hours after her sister. When crying, often tears come out. However, there are many people who cried out diamond or crystal. Although scientists have researched, they cannot explain this strange phenomenon. Number 2. Tina Gustin. Tina Gustin lives in Java, Indonesia. She noticed something strange in her eyes and went to the local hospital for a check. Dr. And, after examining, said that Tina's eyes were still very normal, nothing abnormal. There is a special thing that Tina's eyes can at any time float out not water, but solid particle-shaped objects like diamonds. As for why she has diamond teardrops and how diamond particles are hidden in her eyes, the local ophthalmologist could not find a reason nor offer an explanation for her. Even the best doctors in the world, when facing with this phenomenon, they still cannot have an answer. Tina says that every 5 to 10 minutes, she will automatically flow out a bead. Tina also added that her eyes didn't feel discomfort and pain. At home, her diamond tears are neatly placed in trays like souvenirs. Tina said that everything started with a dream. She dreamed that an old woman gave her a coconut. The day after she woke up, she saw a round black thing spilling out of her eyes. A year later, she met the old woman in her dream again, and this time, the old woman asked her to peel the coconut. The next day, she felt something in her eyeball, and upon examination at the hospital, it was discovered that her eyes were hidden with diamonds. Number 1. Sirottin. Sirottin, born in 1968, from East Jakarta, Indonesia, has an appearance so strange that it looks so scary. Half of her face is obscured by a large tumor and hundreds of small tumors on her body. At first glance, we can see that it looks like water bubbles just waiting to burst. Despite the appearance, the tumors are not cancerous or contagious, but Sirottin is so desperate. She is forced to leave her village to beg for a living. All she hopes for is a full recovery so that she can be as pretty as most women. However, Sirottin said she cannot afford medical treatment in her hometown of Bandung, West Java, Indonesia. Previously, the local government supported her with surgery to remove a large tumor on her back, but then the condition continued to return. The tumors continued to grow stronger all over her body. This is also the reason that people fear and avoid her. The villager thought that she was possessed by a demon, so there was no doctor to cure her. According to experts, when she was 3 years old, Sirottin suffered from a rare disease called neurofibromatosis, which is an inherited dominant syndrome. Manifestations of the disease are changes in the nervous system, bones, and skin. It creates mesodermal tumors of many sizes, from the tip of the pin to very large, forming a dangling mass that deforms the shape. Many soft cysts have a button-like appearance. That's all for today. Hope that you guys will enjoy it. There are many other very special people. Please click on the videos in my channel to meet them. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell to watch more interesting videos. And now, goodbye and see you again.